Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. No, it's very Fox News.
Hello, my name is Benedict Cumberbatch, and this is Fake News with British Esquire. In a bid to correct some of the outrageous falsehoods and blatant untruths about me on the internet and elsewhere, I'm going to read out a series of statements, and then I'll tell you if they're true or if, in point of fact, they are fake news.
Fake news.
So here we go. To prepare for his role as Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch studied medicine for 6 years and is now a fully qualified physician. Is there a doctor in the house? Only the mystic arts, baby. No. Benedict Cumberbatch's favourite Marvel character is Spider-Man. His second favourite is Loki. Sadly, he's unable to do comic impersonations of either one, which is why he ended up as Doctor Strange. That's not true. I did an impression of Tom. Or I can do an impression of Tom. No, it's not true. None of that's true. I think the first superhero that I kind of clicked with was Batman. It was just because of my age. I was about, I guess, 10? At least I was at a legal viewing age. I could watch the film. It was Tim Burton's Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson playing the Joker, and that was just terrific.
Can you do impressions of Michael Keaton as Batman or Jack Nicholson as the Joker?
I do impression of Michael Keaton, but I'm not sure I do a Batman. Hi, I'm Batman.
Jack,
This town needs an enema.
there we go. Benedict Cumberbatch only accepted the role of Dr. Jonathan Strange on the condition that he would wear a magician's beard, believing that every man looks 30% better with a manicure goatee. Not true, because the character's name is Dr. Stephen Strange. Jonathan Strange is from a wonderful book adapted, I think, played by a friend of mine, Bertie Cavell, rather brilliantly on television. I think the character certainly does, so as always, committed to the character. Ding! Not fake news. But it wasn't my opinion. It was Stephen Strange's. Despite on-screen appearances, Benedict Cumberbatch is one of the smaller Marvel superheroes. What does that mean? He's an inch. Oh, I see. Right. All right. Okay, not as in the actual hero, but my actual height. Okay, he's an inch taller than Black Widow, and Spider-Man towers over the pair of them. True. Fake news. Luckily, since Tom Cruise joined the cast of Doctor Strange, as Cumberbatch no longer feels insecure about his Black Avengers. Listen, if Tom Cruise was in the Multiverse of Madness, he would have platforms on. Benedict Cumberbatch's signature scent is Eau de Monsieur by Goutal. I mean, how people know this about me, I must have said it at some point, but we're talking to Esquire here. So yes, that is my favorite scent. I haven't been able to find any for a while. So Goutal, if you're listening to this, send us a squirt. He describes it as incredibly light and airy, perfect for daytime, the office, or after the gym.
Is that on the internet?
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think someone from Goutal wrote that. I prefer a kind of a fresher, more citrusy, bergamonty note, sandalwood if it has to be a little bit richer, but I prefer something fresher, more citrusy than something musky. And having worked in the perfumeries Penhaligon's for a while, that's why I talk about it as if I know what I'm saying. Perfect for the daytime, the office, or the after the gym. I mean, I've never worked in a fucking office, so what would I know about news? If Benedict Cumberbatch could choose a superpower, it would be the ability to avoid having to answer silly questions posed by men's magazines at publicity junk. It's not far off. That's definitely one of them.
If you could choose a superpower, what would it be?
Turn aggression into love. Just to have the ability to turn people who are on a sort of one-track mission to achieve their objective through violence or anger or aggression into suddenly being extraordinary empaths and being able to just perform a massive volte-face and contain their emotion, experience it, but not force it out into the world or other people. That would be my superpower. The journalist Caitlin Moran once described Benedict Cumberbatch's voice as a jaguar hiding inside a cello, which was ironic as Cumberbatch does an extraordinary impersonation of just that, as he will now demonstrate. Now, Esquire, you are in the vein of, other publications about broader subject matter, able to exhibit fantastic craftsmanship in your use of grammar and the English language and tackle very thorny, difficult, often political and complex issues within your pages of men in fashionable garb. So let me correct you. It is not irony that I can do an extraordinary impersonation of that. It just is a very accurate description from a wonderful journalist, Miss Moran. Benedict Cumberbatch made his acting debut as Titania, Queen of the Fairies, in a school production of A Midsummer Night's Dream when he was 13. Correctamundo. The Guardian described his performance as deeply moving, deeply disturbing, more like, while the New York Times went with era-defining, splitting, more like that might be true. However, I was not reviewed by The Guardian or The New York Times. I was, however, reviewed by a great Elizabethan scholar who set up the tradition of doing all boys, well, I was at all boys schools, that wasn't exactly a tradition, it was just a necessity, but Elizabethan costumed mock rose or globe staging of productions at Harrow School. His name was Ronnie Watkins, and he reviewed my Rosalind as the best since Vanessa Redgrave's. So apologies to all the other actresses for trying, but
There was one early review,
Yes.
or notice of an early review, it may be fake news,
Yeah.
which was of a performance of yours in A Midsummer Night's Dream. And the line is, "No one will ever forget Cumberbatch's bottom." Is there any?
there might be some mileage to that one. That's I imagine a schoolmaster, because I played bottom in a production when I was the tender age of 12 or 13, I think. So yeah, I don't think that's 12 or 13-year-old wit. Benedict Cumberbatch is renowned for staying in character long after the camera stops rolling. The person reading these cards is not an actor. He's a wealthy rancher in 1920s Montana, famous detective, the Prince of Denmark, a posh drug addict, a World War II codebreaker, a man-eating tiger, Julian Assange, Smaug the dragon, all of the above. He has no idea who he really is anymore. You're darn tootin', I don't. It's a very confusing job. I was Benedict Cumberbatch, and that was fake news. And this is vodka. Fake news.